have to be very, very careful about. And you're going to have to be very, very careful about for Audi as well. I mean, if you actually try to go up there and you try to take the 2v2, that should be in Bomber's favor. I will say, though, if this goes into the later stages of the game, Bugax has the ability to be in a side lane, to win those side lane duels, 1v1 certainly. And they do have a strong four-man squad, and this is looking very much like kind of a 1-4 type of composition here from Isurus. Whereas the OPL squad, the Bombers, they want to group up, they want to dive you, they want to get those initial kills, and if they're not able to do it, I do think they will struggle.
We'll have to see. One of these teams will have a win on the board after this game, but so far both 0-2 against the favorites in the group, PVB and Fenerbahce.
And something I've got to immediately point out is it is actually Klepto Karma here from Seo. So this is actually something that you do see sometimes from top lane Karma. I have not seen it very often in the mid lane.
That bot side scuttle as well, which is so important for Kindred.
Yeah, it definitely is. You're always going to be going for a level 4, but
Flash in here from the bottom lane from Isurus Gaming. Rogue will land the flay, but he's so low. First blood goes over to the Bombers, but one in return for Isurus.
Yeah, Audi just got too close to the tower there, and taking that one tower shot is
bottom side now as well. You've got no flashes on Isurus, and this is how that happened.
Yeah, so here it is one more time. Q Flash Ignite. They're going for Rogue here. Audi gets flayed by Rogue, just barely into the turret range. That play from Rogue just kind of have the laning trifecta, and Balkan spotted here.
3v3 bot has been started. Ignite's going down as well. Concussive blows lands onto Rogue. FBI forcing them back. Balkan checking in the front. The arrow doesn't quite connect. Seiya on his way down. FBI, one more order will get him stunned up. He's locked down for the moment, but the EQ combo comes out from Balkan. Bombers get the first. The Q comes in from Seiya. He gets one. That's another. They almost get Rogue underneath the tower. Seiya's just tanking it up. Has to back out. Couldn't take another shot, but 2 kills to 1 in favor of Isurus.
Yeah, the Bombers just had to basically be in full retreat because they knew Karma was coming. They can't actually turn and fully commit to the...
They know that there's really good scaling on the side of Isurus, so they're going to try and make this place. They're going to try and force this. Balkan goes in underneath the tower. Flash away from Angelus, caught up in the Cataclysm. The shutdown comes out, and now it's only slow underneath the tower. He flashes away. FBI low, lanterned out, pulled back, and the Bombers execute a clean dive in the bottom lane.
Yeah, very, very well done there by the Bombers. Balkan hits level 6. He heads down the bottom lane. He is spotted out, but there's no way out for Angelus. They get a plate, they get the flash, they get the kill. Audi now going to be looking to get something back on the top side of the map, and Slow may have stayed around too long.
Put in the box, he's not in tower range either, trying to get away, jumps on towards Rogue, but FBI is putting the spears in the back of the Braum, and he will lock him out. Another kill goes across towards the Callista. 3 for this back. Let's have another look at that once again.
Yeah, this is actually the earlier play, I do believe, with Seiya on the roam. Bombers know that he's going to be heading down, so they have to retreat. They're trying to just get out of there, but the slow onto FBI. He gets tagged by that concussive blows, but Balkan finds the opportunity to turn and to get that kill in trade. Does end up giving up his life here as Seiya comes in, snipes out 1 kill. Not quite able to pick up the second, and this is a subsequent play. Balkan post level 6. They know there is the flash, but another fight has broken out.
Action all the time here, Azael. 7 kills in 10 minutes. The chain of corruption came out, but Isurus were unable.
Exactly where he is. Audi was spotted, and they're going to look for Kindred.
EQ, Audi flashes away, the Onslaught Shadow comes across, but he doesn't hit the fear, and that means Mimic will have to retreat. Silas on his way up, the Ryoma coming in. There's the teleport as well from Isurus to jump in with the Cataclysm straight into the Lamb's Respite. Grand Challenge came out as well. It's a Barney in the top lane, as Bombers are trying to get these kills, but all of Isurus surviving. Audi the first to fall, and now Bombers need to get out. Mimic down to about 200 HP. Bugax will get him. Balkan and Ryoma running for the wins as Seiya continues to land chain after chain. It's a double. Ryoma jumps the wall, gets out, but Isurus win the fight.
Back-to-back Kindred. What are they doing with that? But here it is one more time. Bombers really do kind of need to back off. After the ultimate misses, I don't think Mimic should be really going forward for any sort of a trade. Flag and Drag is on cooldown from Balkan. You have no ultimate on the side of the Hecarim. In comes Ryoma there with the second Kindred ultimate. Now it's a TP from Mimic down to the bot side, but you have no ultimate, bud.
Yeah, Glacial Fissure used, and Slow just disengages the fight straight away.
Yeah. Pretty soon here, it is going to expire, but Ryoma's down to the bot side looking for Slow.
Slow down to half HP, FBI on the chase. There's the first, the killing spree for the Callista. Odd on his way up, has the blast cone, but can just jump across the wall. Ryoma unable to survive. FBI now caught between 4 members of Isurus. Gets the double, takes 1 out in a 1v4. And Bombers will have to settle for a 2-for-2.
Really well played by FBI to get that additional kill, though, you have to say. Bugak's going to have his recall delayed there by Balkan, which is pretty important because the minion wave is at his turret, but the Rift Herald's about to expire. We'll see if he does actually get there. does give up his life on the play, and here this is one more time. Ryoma down to the bottom side, spotted slow on the ward. They decide to go in, but Seiya and Audi have been very quick on these roams, very quick to respond to the plays, and Angelus gets Ryoma very, very low. Audi able to clean this up, and then it is FBI surrounded by 4 members. Knows he's going down, but nails the Q to at least...
And now we see what Bombers do when the map opens up a little bit more. We talked about it in Pick and Ban. They want to look for picks. They want to look for fights like this as they catch out slow. Nowhere to go. The Braum is down. And now Bombers turning up towards this top lane. Flash in for Audi. Rogue can't quite find the connection. Looking for that Flay. Trying to pull back the Kindred towards Vulcan. Still on the chase. The hook doesn't connect. The Cataclysm will, but Audi can just jump straight out of it. Silas on his way up as well as Ryoma joins the fray, but Audi able to escape. Who is 4-0-2. You've got a 2-1-3 Varus in the form of War Angelus, and you can just make catches like this. FBI goes down, now Rogue having to try and run as Isurus push into the jungle of the Bombers, and Bombers just can't react. It's a double for War Angelus, and Isurus at Gaming are finding the picks that Bombers are looking for.
Yeah, they are completely taking over, and the tough part about it is if you can't answer Fiora at 18 minutes in a side lane at all, are nearly 2,000 gold ahead of her lane opponent now. And here is this pick one more time. War Angelus straight in onto FBI, uses the Bork active, gets the slow, nails the ultimate. Very clean play then from them, but you know, Rogue trying to save his AD does get picked off as well. There's no one
have his for the next little moment, so maybe the opportunity for a fight, but the Mantra Inspire onto Ryoma forces him away, and War Angelus and the rest of Isurus have just rotated up towards this top side. Here's the teleport coming in from the Hecarim. Bugax is still just on cooldown. Bomber's going to take the fight. There's the teleport counter from the Fiora, but Isurus Gaming, Audi caught out from the rest of his team. The Lamb's Respite has to be used. Vulcan puts the Cataclysm on the backline, but War Angelus already got one. It's a 1-for-1 trade as both the junglers go down. The hook just about lands onto Bugax, and maybe Bombers have found the fight, but Bugax is able to jump away with that Q, and the rest of Isurus just continuing to kite back. The hook doesn't quite connect. Mimic force low. The piercing arrow comes out as well, but won't quite get the damage in. And Bombers found an advantageous position. 3 best-of-5s it took them to win that league, whereas Bombers only had to win 1 up against Order. They 3-0'd that. Isurus maybe showing perhaps a little bit more of that experience under pressure paying off here in this game. The catch happens, the jump in from Vulcan onto the backline. They take the shutdown. War Angelus is down, and maybe this is the fight the Bombers need. Seiya shut down as well. The Baron is there. They can go straight for Nasha.
Yeah, they've got to start it here. Bugax doesn't even have his TP, so he's going to run straight up. Audi is alive with both his ult and smite, so there is steal potential here.
Here we go, Azael, 6,000 HP left on the Baron, all 5 members of Bombers in the pit. Bugax down towards the bottom lane, taking him to it, but Audi can just jump across the wall, has the flash, has the smite, has the opportunity to make a steal for his team, but he's forced away by Mimic. Baron will fall, that's over to the Bombers, and here come the kills as well. Ryoma jumps across the wall, takes out Audi before he can even press his R key.
What a huge swing in the game. You know he can win any 1v1, so as long as you have everyone else tracked, he can go forward.
But a 2v1 is what Bombers are trying to do as Falcon comes in. Unstoppable Onslaught used. There's the teleport though. Bugax down to half HP. Parries away. The rest of Bombers on their way. The Fate's Call comes in and Bugax will fall. The hook lands and that's another kill for Bombers. 2 in the side lane. And it looked like it was going to be a 2v2, but Bombers brought in the reinforcement.
Yeah, Seiya wishing he could cancel that teleport, to say the least. That was made in the last couple of minutes is very, very strong. And Vulcan, I think he's not looking at his screen there.
Teleport coming in behind them. He's still got the GA. The Lantern goes down as well. There's the GA popped. FBI trying to come back from the bottom of this fight. Unstoppable Onslaught knocks them back. Audi flashes away. Here go Isurus. GA popped, FBI pops Rogue in with the Fate's Call. War Angelus caught, but he's in the Fate's Call now, as are the rest of the Bombers. The hook lands onto War Angelus. Great stuff there from Rogue, and the fight erupts. FBI just ripping through Isurus. It doesn't matter what Bugax does on the side lane when the rest of your team are dead.
They're going to try to go straight up to top lane. They're going to look to actually end the game here, perhaps 30 minutes in. Minions are already on that inhibitor tower. We'll see if they can actually get up there in time to do it. They're TPing in. They're committing to this play. You can see Bugax going to go back to base and desperately try to defend. But if you can't cut the minion wave, this is going to be it. And the Bombers may have pulled off the miracle team fight.
Incredible comeback here from Bombers. Just the Nexus towers between them and their first international victory. Bugax jumps in. The Lamb's Respite's a little bit too late, but Bombers are in a 4v1 situation. They get the kills, they sweep it away, and Bombers will solidify their first win at MSI.
What a game from the Bombers battling back. in what looked like they had been essentially checkmated. They were so far down. They were so far down on the side lane. They were not able to win the 4v4, but Isurus, critical mistakes and not enough patience when you have this massive side lane lead. You have Booyax who cannot be contested. They kept trying to take these fights. They kept looking for opportunities and getting punished by this OPL squad, and certainly so much credit deserved here by FBI, who was monstrous on the Callista. And when those Kindred ults came out, he was stacking the spears. He was being able to prep for that monster red.